Hey everyone, it's Kino here. Thanks for joining me on this 30-day beginner yoga challenge. This is day 9 where we continue our work on the balancing poses. Remember that balance is a spiritual journey that begins with a calm and equanimous mind. So make that decision in your heart to peacefully surrender and accept yourself totally so that you can remain calm and equal in your spiritual center. Moving to the front of your mat, we're going to begin with some simple warm-ups to tune the body and awaken that inner fire of purification. One inhale, and to initiate the sacred space of the practice, the sound Om. Inhale, raise your hands above the head, reaching high through the center line. Exhale, sucking the belly deeply in. Let's fold all the way down as is comfortable for you. Inhale, chest rises up and forward. And exhale, planting your hands firmly on the ground. Let's move it back to the plank pose. Take a moment, tune into your shoulders. I hope they're getting stronger as you continue this practice. And exhale, down to Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, let's roll it forward to upward facing. Lift your back and really maximize the space between the ribs and the hips. And then gently send the hips back and up to push back to downward facing dog. And as we're in downward facing dog, check your hands, make sure they're shoulder width apart. Drop the head between the arms, externally rotating the shoulders, which will feel like you're spreading your shoulder blades away from each other. Avoid the temptation to pinch your scapulas. Tune in for a moment and just use this as an opportunity to breathe and be. 3, equalizing the pace of your breath. Be sure to breathe nice and deep through your diaphragm, sealing your lips, resonating the breath ever so slightly if possible. 4 and 5. Switching the gaze forward. Inhale, let's gently step forward, bringing the feet between the hands. Lift your chest and look up. Exhale, fold forward, go down. Inhale, let's come all the way up as your palms press together. Samasthitihi, let's come back to standing. Continuing on with Surya Namaskar B, the second of the sun salutations. Bend your knees, press your hands into each other. And then inhale, raise your hands as you press the palms. Exhale, sink into the hips, straighten the legs as you fold gently forward. Inhale, lift the chest up and forward. And then exhale, let's step gently back, reaching all the way down to Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, let's come forward to upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Step forward for warrior 1 on the right side, planting the left heel down. Take it nice and slow. Send the right knee over the ankle. Lift your chest, stacking it right over the hips. Hands in prayer. Inhale, raise the arms above the head. And exhale, hands to the center of the chest. Reach it down to the plank pose. Spin forward on your left foot. Step back to plank. And exhale down to Chaturanga Dandasana. Then inhale, come forward to upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. All right, let's do the next side. Turning that right foot out. Make sure your heel is down. Step forward with your left foot. Come forward. Make sure that left knee is over the ankle. Press down with your right heel. Come up onto your fingertips. Send the left knee over the ankle and stabilize with your legs. And then inhale, lift the torso up, lifting the ribs away from the hips, stacking the torso, hands in prayer. Inhale, rise up through the center line, gazing at the thumbs. And exhale, reach through the center line, hands down, step all the way back to the plank pose. Hold plank for a moment and exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, come forward to upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. 5 steady breaths. 1. Keep the belly drawn in and be aware of an internal fire and heat moving through the body. 2. 3. 4. Tune into the inner body to a state of calm and equal center. And 5, let's switch the gaze forward, press up from your shoulders and inhale, nice and easy. Let's walk the feet between the hands, chest up and forward. Exhale, fold forward, bend through the knees and inhale, press your palms into each other. Return to Samasthitihi. After returning to Samasthitihi, pause for a moment, draw the belly in. We're ready to begin our first balancing pose. I'm going to turn towards you so you can be sure to follow the alignment through my pelvis. Find an equal center, base of the big toes together. We're going to move into the tree pose, a very important balancing posture that involves a deep external rotation of one of the hip joints while you equalize the center line. We'll start off on the right side and we'll take it nice and easy. Push your weight over onto the left side, and remember, 3 points of balance in your left foot, base of the big toe, base of the little toe, and the heel. Then start to roll the right hip out, moving your hip externally, pointing your knee to the side. Then using the strength of your core, slide your right foot up and allow the instep of the foot to hug your calf muscle. This is a really good place to start, and if you don't feel confident going any further than this, you're welcome to stay here with your hands in prayer. But if possible, you'll glide your foot up, gently reaching down, holding onto your ankle, and pull the heel up as close to the groin as you can. Pull the heel up as close to the groin as you can. And then press the heel into the thigh, push the thigh into the heel, draw the belly in, and reach your right thigh bone back and around, maintaining your balance point through the center. Hands in prayer. 5 breaths. 1. Nice, steady, calm mind. 2. Feel the balance points shifting around those 3 places at the bottom of your left foot. Maintain the arch of the foot and avoid gripping your left toes. 3, 4, keep the belly drawn in, shoulders soft. 4, and if you're ready, if you want to go a little deeper, inhale, take your hands above your head, spreading your arms. 1, 2, like you're waking up to the fullness of life, letting the breath illuminate your spirit from within. 3, keep the belly drawn in and receive the flow of life energy deep into your body. And 5, hands in prayer, back to the center of your chest and slowly all the way down. So you may feel, in the journey towards balancing, that you find yourself kiltering a little bit off center. No problem. This is how you learn to balance. Each time you fall, never beat yourself up about it. Simply pick it back up and try again. We'll move on over to the left side. And now, as we're moving to the left side, be very conscious that you either choose your foot on the calf muscle, but don't press it into the knee. Otherwise, you can push your knee out of line. So it's either above or below the knee to really find that balance point. Okay, here we go. Drawing the belly in, calm the mind. Avoid squeezing your butt, or you may push yourself into too much of a tuck of your pelvis. So just remain calm. Drop your attention over onto the right foot. Find those 3 points. Base of the big toe, base of the little toe, and your heel. And then slowly turn the left hip externally so you feel your thigh bone dropping back and down. Belly draws in, pelvis remains equal and pointed forward. Glide your foot up and feel the arch of the foot resting on the calf muscle. Hands in prayer. Pause there for a few moments, feel the center line. And if you feel that you are having a good balance, reach down, increasing the demand by bending your knee completely, and press the heel into the inner thigh, pressing the right inner thigh into the left foot. Move your hands into prayer. 1, draw the belly in, calm the mind. 2, 3, keep the sitting bones real level. 4, and remember, avoid squeezing the right toes, but instead just feel your legs strengthening and working. And 5, inhale as you raise your hands above the head, separating the hands just a little bit, and feel the flow of life energy down into the center of your body, almost like your hands are channels right into your spiritual heart, and you feel your heart expanding with every breath, the full illumination of your spirit. 2, 3, feel your standing leg working. 4, draw the belly inside. And 5, bring your hands back to the center and exhale, return to standing, Samastitihi. Now we'll move on to a little bit more challenging pose. This is a more advanced version of the tree pose that involves a half lotus. If you feel you have a challenge with hip external rotation, you're simply going to repeat the tree pose. I'll guide you through that nice and easy. Remember, no ego, no problem. Don't rush the journey of yoga. Give your body and mind the chance to open and really bloom into the fullness of spirit. Pressing your weight into your left leg, here we go. Start off with that hip external rotation, glide up, glide all the way up if possible. Pause for a moment, check in with your knee, check in with your ankle, check in with the inner compass, and see if you have more to give to the pose. If your body gives you the green light, reach down, holding on to your ankle, gliding it up into the half lotus, and just hold on to the foot, aiming the knee towards the ground. Don't tense the knee, but avoid hiking the hip back, and instead just focus on the center line. Reach your right arm around, holding on to the left elbow, and we'll hold this for 5 breaths. 1. If this is not accessible to you, just go ahead and remain in the tree pose. 3. Keep the standing leg nice and steady. 4. We're almost there. And 5. Inhale, release your elbow, bring yourself back to tree. And I got a little surprise for you. Holding on to the knee, bring it in for a moment with both hands. Hands to your waist, and then inhale, straighten the leg. 5 breaths. 1. We remember this as a challenge from the previous day. 2. Your muscles might be sore, but no problem. Just keep it up. 3. You can do it. 4. Don't give up. And 5. Down and all the way down. Okay, let's try the other side. Now remember, you can totally just go staying in the tree pose to lifting the leg. Give your body the time it needs to open. Never force the hip. Find that balance point. Find those balance points, base of the right big toe, base of the right little toe, and the right heel. Drop the hip externally, glide it up. If you want to stay on your calf muscle, hands in prayer the whole time. Otherwise, slide it up, reach down, all the way up. Pause for a moment, check in with the knee, look for the green light, check in with your inner compass, look for the green light. If possible, reach down and glide your foot into the half lotus. Instep of the left foot on the right hip crease, belly drops in. Avoid hiking the hip back, belly drops in, holding on to the foot. Reach around, find the elbow. We'll stay here for 5. No stress in the left knee. You can engage the left toes just a little bit, opening them out. 3, 4, almost there, and 5. Gently release. Find your way back into the tree pose. Grab the knee, pull it in for a moment. Hands to your waist, point the foot, drop the hip back, and leg up. 1, 2, 3, 4, and gently place the leg down, return to Samasthitihi, that equal standing pose. Pause for a moment, finding your center line. Close your eyes, feel the balance moving deep through the inner body as you loop yourself into a calm and meditative inner state of equanimity. Move your hands together, and may the seeds of balance carry forth with you into every breath of your life. Thank you so much for joining me on the inner tradition of yoga. Congratulations on maintaining your new daily yoga practice. Remember to tune in to tomorrow's practice to continue your journey. Namaste.